I use my Cricut to create my stencils. Once I've created my stencils, I take them off carefully and place them on the wooden surface. This is pretty tedious right here, just going back and forth. The reason that I keep lifting and moving and shifting is I just want to make sure that it's in the right position. I want to make sure all the bubbles are out, and I keep moving my fingers over it to ensure all the bubbles are out. Once I've completed that, I fill in any little areas and then just a reassurance that there are no bubbles before I apply my Mod Podge. The Mod Podge, I just keep going up and down in different directions. The reason for the Mod Podge is to kind of close off the barrier from the stencil to the wood itself. That way it stops the paint from going underneath it. I just keep putting layers on, layers and layers, just to ensure the paint doesn't get under. Once that's dried, we do move on to the painting. With the painting, you can tell I paint up and down, sideways, back and forth. The reason for this is because even though the Mod Podge kind of filled in the grains of the wood, there's still areas where paint doesn't get to with one brush stroke. So just going up and down, sideways, back and forth, and repeating with multiple layers just ensures that paint is getting everywhere that I want it to get. I applied 2 colors here, and again, I'm just up and down, back and forth. And then as the Mod Podge I applied, like I said, stops that paint from going underneath. Once the paint has dried, and you're sure that it is dried, just carefully take the stencil off. I usually start in one direction and I just keep peeling as it's freely coming up. Sometimes I do run into a spot where it gets a little difficult and I have to use my Cricut tool or just peel from a different direction. And just the reason for that is to loosen it up in different areas. You don't want to just rip it off. This is also pretty tedious. This is time consuming, but you just want to make sure to do it slow and from different angles, just so that you don't peel any of the paint off or mess it up. But my final step before I'm finished is I apply some clear coat on there, just let it dry, and again, up and down, just getting in all the grains of the wood, and then you have my final piece.